Marie had always heard the stories about the ancient oak that stood deep in the forest, but she'd never believed them. Tales of strange occurrences, whispered warnings to never go near it. To her, it was just another tree, until the day she found it herself. The air grew colder as she ventured deeper into the woods, and soon, there it was. The tree stood massive, its roots gnarled and twisted, protruding from the ground like skeletal hands. Its bark was dark, almost black, and in some places it seemed to shimmer as if wet. Marie stared at the trunk, drawn closer by an uneasy feeling. Something wasn't right. Her eyes fell on a strange marking, a deep gash in the bark that resembled a face, or perhaps a wound. She reached out, hesitant but curious. As her fingers brushed the rough bark, the ground beneath her shuddered. Suddenly, the air was filled with a low, guttural sound. A groan. Not of the wind, but something far more ancient. Marie took a step back, her heart racing. The earth shifted again, and to her horror, the roots of the tree began to move. Slowly, like a waking beast, they crawled across the ground. She turned to run but froze as she saw something emerging from the base of the tree. A skeletal hand, then another. The roots had been hiding something, or someone. A body, half decayed, dragged itself free, dirt and rot clinging to its bones. Marie screamed, stumbling back as more figures emerged, twisted and broken, their hollow eyes fixed on her. It was then that she understood the stories. The tree wasn't just ancient. It was a grave, a prison for the restless dead. The groaning grew louder, a chorus of voices long silenced. The tree fed on their souls, trapping them beneath its roots. And now, it wanted her. Panicked, Marie turned to flee, but the roots lashed out, curling around her ankles, dragging her back. She clawed at the dirt, screaming for help, but the forest was silent. The last thing she saw before darkness consumed her was the tree, towering above her, its bark twisting into a grin.